44.3 billion OI exploded. MVRV reached the critical point again. Sharks grabbed 65,000 bitcoins. Is Bitcoin's sideways trend a false move or a prelude to a bull market? Bitcoin evangelist Charlie Kirk fell to gunfire. How heavy is the price of freedom? Transaction volume surges, token prices soar. Is Pump.fun a comeback, or just a flash in the pan? 77 institutions braked in seconds. Who dares to touch stablecoins? Hong Kong's stablecoins fell into winter in a second? South Korea's scissor cuts loosed the shackles of 2018, and crypto companies become legitimate.
Friday, September 12th, BitcoinTV Chinese channel. Where is the coin chain? I'm Michael/Dongdong. First, let's take a look at the 24-hour cryptocurrency market headlines. The Bitcoin derivatives market is incredibly hot right now, with open interest, OI, soaring to $44.3 billion. Simply put, money is pouring in. The market is becoming increasingly active, and sentiment is being amplified by leverage. Everyone is desperately increasing their positions, betting on further gains in Bitcoin, and this optimism is quite palpable. However, leverage is like a balloon. While it looks great when inflated, a sudden market reversal could result in a double kill for both longs and shorts, burying everyone completely. The surge in OI does indicate a return of confidence, but it also serves as a reminder that risks are also increasing. Want to invest in derivatives? Be sure to manage your positions and leverage. Otherwise, if the market reverses, you could be caught in an accelerated liquidation without even a chance to breathe. Bitcoin chain data is playing the heartbeat test again, the ratio of market value to actual value. The MVRV indicator is currently stuck at 2.15, just a hair away from its 30-day moving average of 2.159. History tells us that a crossover between these two indicators signals a significant market move. Last November, a crossover sent Bitcoin soaring from 60,000 to 90,000. This March, it reversed course, plummeting from 100,000 to 80,000. And in June, it rebounded again, reaching 110,000. And now, if it crosses again, the bull market could be about to begin its resurgence. However, the current 2.15 level isn't a low, indicating the market isn't exactly a bargain. Any further gains will likely be accompanied by a flurry of profit-taking and a roller coaster ride. In short, the MVRV indicator is blinking, and bulls and bears are gambling their lives. Better buckle up your wallet. While Bitcoin's recent market trend appears to be languishing around $112,000, off-chain funds are quietly making significant moves. Over the past week, sharks have amassed 65,000 Bitcoin, pushing their wallet balances to a new high of 3.65 million. Not to be outdone, long-term holders are frantically accumulating funds, absorbing all the chips being dumped from the market. Looking at exchanges, net outflows are all red, indicating that investors are not preparing to sell, but rather are obediently transferring their funds to cold wallets to lock up their holdings. Simply put, with the supply dwindling, the market supply is like a tap being tightened, and a major surge is inevitable. In the short term, leverage trading may engage in some minor manipulation, but in the long term, this is a subtle buildup of momentum before a bull market. Don't be fooled by the apparent sideways trend. The real story is brewing behind the scenes. Please like and follow us for the latest developments in the cryptocurrency, blockchain, and mining communities within the past 24 hours. Click the bell to join our channel and become a member. You'll receive your membership code Monday through Friday. On the evening of September 10th, US time, approximately 10 to 12 p.m., Beijing time, on September 11th, gunfire erupted at Utah Valley University. Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, was shot and killed at the age of 31. Kirk was a rising star among American conservatives and a die-hard Bitcoin fan, frequently urging young people in speeches and on YouTube to buy Bitcoin, it's free money. And his passing not only sent shockwaves through American politics, but also the crypto world. Some lamented the loss of a prominent evangelist, while others worried that Bitcoin had lost its most effective voice.
Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
As soon as the news broke, the X platform was instantly flooded with condolences and outrage from Bitcoin users. Well-known opinion leader Crypto Wendio bluntly stated, "There's no free speech in America anymore." Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, has long promoted conservative ideas on campus and served as a key campaigner for the Trump campaign. However, unlike most politicians who remain cautious about digital assets, Kirk has openly expressed his support for Bitcoin on numerous public appearances and social media platforms. He emphasized that Bitcoin is a currency beyond the control of central banks, and that young people must master this tool of financial freedom.
Basically, cover our losses on the deficit. But I think that I think the United States government should be invested in crypto with that.
For many young people, Charlie Kirk epitomizes the spirit of non-compliance. He bravely stood up and declared, "Bitcoin is the free currency young people deserve, not a lifetime caged by the US dollar and central banks." Ironically, he ultimately became the one who paid the highest price for his freedom. Upon the news, the Bitcoin community erupted in mourning and outrage. He who dared to say, "Bitcoin is uncensorable," was supposedly silenced forever because of that statement. The world is so cruel, writing the words, "The price of freedom," more glaringly than blood. May the deceased rest in peace, and may his courage and conviction live on in our hearts. The Solana launchpad scene is heating up again, and Pump.fun has not only survived, but also reclaimed the throne of Launchpad King. With market share exceeding 70%, coin prices, trading volume, and revenue have all soared. Coupled with the Project Ascend upgrade and a dynamic fee model, they've truly recaptured everyone's attention. But who can dominate the market? HeavenDex, Let's Bonk, and even the new base Launchpad are all sharpening their knives, vying for a piece of the pie. Even more intriguing, Pump.fun is saddled with a $5.5 billion class action lawsuit, with some calling it a casino, others a black market exchange. This has only made it even more popular. The recovery of on-chain liquidity is reminiscent of a 2023 spectacle. Can Pump.fun maintain its reign?
In terms of market performance, the Pump token has seen a 65.1% increase over the past 30 days, reaching a circulating market capitalization of $2.1 billion and a FDV of $5.94 billion, significantly exceeding its $4 billion valuation at the time of the public sale. On-chain activity has also rebounded, with weekly trading volume on the Pump.fun platform rapidly climbing from under $150 million at the end of July to $1.1 billion. Simultaneously, daily revenue on the platform surged from $161,000 in August to $1.575 million, bringing cumulative revenue to over $830 million. These indicators not only demonstrate Pump.fun's return to the Solana memecoin market, but also reflect a renewed focus on capital and users.
Don't assume Pump.fun's recent surge in popularity is simply good charts. The truth is, there are people paving the way behind the scenes. SEC Chairman Paul S. Atkins declared at the OECD Roundtable, "The era of crypto assets has arrived," and he also promised to clarify the rules for on-chain financing to ease the fear. Meanwhile, Pump.fun itself has been busy, repurchasing tokens where necessary to tighten token circulation. Fees can also be dynamically adjusted, and combined with a liquidity fund, this is a green light for early-stage projects. Now comes the key question: who can overcome the legal challenges first? Who can retain the community and early creators? Who can capitalize on favorable policies? This is a race to the bottom, where whoever tries first will take control.
Stablecoins are on the brakes, RWAs are on the gas. Has Hong Kong made the right bet? South Korea gives encryption the green light. AI and chips have subsidies, and so does encryption.
Hong Kong's stablecoin scene has gone from a frenzy of activity to a deserted train station. A while ago, the Hong Kong Monetary Authority, HKMA, cheerfully announced 77 institutions are applying for licenses. Banks, major companies, and e-commerce companies all rushed in, creating a scene comparable to the Spring Festival travel rush. But with the arrival of regulatory pressure, the atmosphere immediately cooled, with many players putting the brakes on and adopting a wait-and-see approach. With mainland China declaring stablecoins too risky, Chinese-backed companies immediately withdrew. Consequently, while stablecoins have been quiet, RWAS have exploded in popularity. It seems likely that Hong Kong's next wave of crypto activity will be fueled by these platforms.
Which is positioning itself as a crypto-friendly hub, setting up a regulatory regime for fiat-backed stable coins. New legislation will kick in tomorrow, issued by private firms on public blockchains and pegged to real money.
Chainlink, UBS, and Singapore-licensed crypto exchange DGFT launched a pilot program for automated tokenized funds in Hong Kong. Once fund units are on-chain, the subscription and redemption processes are end-to-end automated. Chainlink oracles transmit prices and net asset values to smart contracts, triggering the minting and burning of tokens. The SWIFT network handles fiat settlement, ensuring efficiency and compliance. Building on the achievements of the 2024 pilot, this pilot program adds automated execution, local compliance distribution, and DGFT's AMM liquidity mechanism, moving tokenized funds from concept to large-scale application.
CoinGecko presents a stark report. RWA's market capitalization has surged to $66 billion, with a 24-hour increase of 1.8%, firmly establishing it as the new top tier on the blockchain. Hong Kong's operations are also remarkable. Stablecoin enthusiasm has cooled overnight. The 77 institutions that previously packed the Spring Festival travel rush are now cowering in fear. However, RWA is surging like crazy, with pilot funds, banks, and securities firms all participating, polishing its reputation as an international financial center to a gleaming shine. The most dramatic development is mainland China. While it constantly proclaims caution and risk, rumors surfaced at the end of August suggesting it might grant the first pass to a RMB-backed stablecoin. If this truly materializes, Hong Kong's aggressive promotion of RWA and mainland China's liberalization of stablecoins would see the North and South collude to completely upend the Asian financial landscape. To put it bluntly, stablecoins are the safety belt that stabilizes the market, while RWAS are the bulldozer that expands its territory. If the two lines are combined, the plot will not be a reshuffle but a new start. Since Lee Jae-myung came to power, the Korean crypto scene has completely become all out. First, they legalized spot ETFs, then considered moving pension funds into the market, and even planned to issue a Korean won stablecoin. It's like writing crypto into the national playbook. The data is also crazy. A world-renowned data statistics and market research platform Statista predicts that South Korea's crypto market could reach $1.1 billion by 2025 and $1.3 billion by 2026. Exchanges are even more impressive. The top 5 platforms have already seen a surge in users, reaching 16.29 million, representing a third of the nation's total. This means 1 in 3 South Koreans is actively using cryptocurrencies. Just when everyone was getting excited, good news arrived. It seems South Korea is determined to make crypto a national sport.
On September 10th, South Korea passed a revised Venture Business Act enforcement decree, removing restrictions on virtual asset trading and brokerage that had been in place since 2018. The new regulations, effective September 16th, allow crypto companies to apply for venture capital firm status, enjoying tax incentives and financing facilities. Science and Technology Minister Han Sung-suk described the move as part of a strategic effort to cultivate deep tech. Blockchain, smart contracts, and cybersecurity will receive the same support as artificial intelligence and semiconductors, marking a shift toward proactive digital asset policy in South Korea.
This emphasizes the critical need for comprehensive regulatory frameworks to safeguard currency sovereignty. Still, interest in dollar-based stablecoins is soaring, with 57 trillion won traded in major domestic exchanges in Q1, along with growing use in daily payments and transactions. As a result, hopes are growing that a won-based stablecoin could have a rapid impact if issued and circulated locally. Support for its adoption is increasing in political and economic sectors.
South Korea's recent moves have given the crypto world a shot in the arm. In 2018, the market was still skeptical of the hype and was slamming companies with bans. A few years later, industry regulations were established, user protection systems were robust, and the government slammed the table saying, "All right, untie the ropes." The bans were lifted. The situation has been exuberant, with capital flowing in. Virtual asset trading, blockchain, smart contracts, and cybersecurity are all experiencing a surge in expectations. But don't get carried away. Regulators are under immense pressure, trying to let companies flourish while also keeping a close eye on the market. It's like South Korea has given the crypto industry a green light, but also installed a speed radar. It's fine to drive fast, but don't exceed the speed limit or you'll be fined. Okay, let's take a look at today's major cryptocurrency events.
The cryptocurrency market was thriving today, with total market capitalization soaring to $4.117 trillion, a 1.5% increase in just one day. Bitcoin remained firmly above $115,000, while Ethereum clung to $4,500. As a result, the two second-in-command coins, Solar SOL, and Binance Coin BNB, soared to $129.1 billion and $126.4 billion, respectively, forcing them into 4th and 5th place on the list. Ethereum's surge has been impressive, with stablecoins surpassing the 15 billion mark. Big brother USDC secured 13.2 billion, while smaller brother USDT reached 1.81 billion. Combined, these two stablecoins are practically like an on-chain money printing machine. Elon Musk fired back. America's $37 trillion debt is, and the interest is wiping out the defense budget. He said, "If AI and robots can't save this debt, we're screwed." It sounds like a joke, but in reality, it's a fiscal volcano poised to explode. Gold is on a tear again, having already surged 5% this month, reaching a record high of $3,674.27 on Tuesday. Since 2025, it has broken records more than 30 times, effectively dethroning the inflation king of 1980. 361 Degrees is also looking to get trendy recently, planning to incorporate stablecoins into its settlement system. Simply put, this means that in the future, whether you buy shoes at an overseas store or place an order online, you'll be able to pay directly with stablecoins. It is truly an international initiative.
Okay, that's the main content of today's program. Our channel focuses on valuable news in the cryptocurrency, blockchain, and mining circles, including news information and in-depth special reports. If you think our channel is valuable, you are welcome to forward and follow us. You can also become our member and receive the member wealth code from Monday to Friday. Let's get rich together and add a zero to our assets in the bull market. See you tomorrow.